Boston.
Ah, yes.
You think Boston, you think like historical charm. You think of Paul Revere. You think of clam chowder and
Freedom Trail.
right, the Freedom Trail. But apparently,
Look at good times.
apparently Boston also
Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts. How could I forget? But also captivating legal mysteries. Who knew?
That's true.
So today we're going deep,
Deep
deep
dive.
into one such case, a story that'll really make you think
Yep.
about the gray areas in the legal system.
That's right.
And how do we even deal with uncertainty? Because
Well, we don't like it, do we?
no, we want those answers.
We want black and white.
So our source today is an episode of the Boston True Crime Podcast.
Yes. I know it well.
And it centers around a case that went through the Cambridge District Court.
Cambridge District Court, yeah.
What's the vibe like there? Is it hardcore?
Cambridge District Court is known for being a little bit of a, well, they don't suffer fools gladly, let's put it that way.
No nonsense.
No nonsense.
Straight to it. Okay, so
They're there to get the job done.
the defendant, let's call him John Doe,
John Doe, okay.
facing some serious charges.
Uh-oh.
Assault with intent to rape,
Wow.
kidnapping,
Okay.
assault and battery,
Oh, boy.
and intimidation of a witness.
All right. So we've got ourselves quite a case here.
Yeah, this is, I mean,
That's a lot. That's a lot.
with stakes that high, what kind of defense strategy can even be put together? I mean, where do you even start with that?
Well, in this case, Doe's legal team,
Okay.
White and Associates,
Okay.
they were known for being
Okay.
aggressive.
Okay.
Some might even say relentless
Okay.
in their approach to defending their clients.
I mean, you want a lawyer who's going to fight for you, right?
Absolutely.
But this sounds like they're
This is next level.
really going
Yeah.
above and beyond. So
Yeah.
so what did they do? What was their approach?
Well, they used every tool in the legal toolbox, so to
Yeah.
speak, such as, all right, so we're talking motions for discovery,
Okay.
trying to really dig into the prosecution's evidence, hoping to expose weaknesses, inconsistencies, anything they can use.
Smart. So basically trying to poke holes in the prosecution's case before it even really gets going.
Exactly. Then you've got motions to dismiss. So they're basically arguing that the case shouldn't even go to trial in the first place.
Bold move. So what are the grounds for that kind of motion?
Well, it could be anything from lack of evidence to procedural errors. Maybe there was something off about the way the evidence was collected. Or maybe they just believe the prosecution doesn't have a strong enough case to even bring to a jury.
So they're really pulling out all the stops, but then it sounds like they had this other maneuver,
Oh, yeah.
this Rule 17 motion. What in the world is that?
Okay, so imagine the defense needs a piece of evidence that's absolutely crucial to their client's case.
Okay.
Maybe it's a security camera footage, something that could completely change the narrative.
Yeah, makes sense.
Rule 17 is like a legal battering ram that lets them subpoena that evidence directly,
Oh, wow.
forcing the prosecution to hand it over, even if they weren't planning on using it in their case.
So it's like even if the prosecution is trying to hide something,
They can't hide. It's
Rule 17 will find it.
find a way.
Yeah.
That's fascinating. So it sounds like they were building a fortress around their client, brick by legal brick. With all that groundwork laid, the stage is set for trial, right?
Exactly. And just as both sides are prepping for this legal showdown,
Yeah.
major plot twist, the alleged victim in the case
Okay.
becomes unavailable.
Unavailable.
Oh, unavailable.
In what way? Like, did they not?
And that's the thing.
Okay.
The podcast didn't go into detail on that. We don't know.
The specifics of it. But what we do know is that it really threw a wrench in the prosecution's case. Because imagine trying to prove assault or intimidation
Right.
without the testimony of the person who allegedly experienced it.
It's going to be hard, yeah.
Incredibly difficult, right?
Yeah.
So that's a tough one for them.
So the prosecution, they're dead in the water at this point.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're scrambling,
Yeah.
trying to figure out what their options are.
Yeah.
But their case is severely weakened without that key witness.
So what happens? Charges dropped. Case dismissed. Mistrial.
You got it. Charges dismissed against John Doe.
Really? Just like that?
Well, not exactly just like that. Dismissed without prejudice.
Without prejudice. Okay.
There you go. That's the kicker, right?
That's where I get tripped up. Help me understand this.
Okay.
What does that even mean?
So think of dismissed without prejudice like a door that's been left, slightly ajar.
Okay. Oh.
It means the case is closed for now.
Okay.
But if the alleged victim were to become available again,
Yeah.
or some brand new evidence were to just magically appear,
Okay.
the prosecution could push that door wide open and revive the whole case.
Oh, wow.
But for the time being,
Yeah.
John Doe is a free man.
It makes you wonder, what really happened here?
Yeah.
Was there more to the story? Was this just the tip of the iceberg?
Right. And that's the thing, we don't know, and we may never know
And we may never know.
the full story.
This case just highlights how important victim testimony is to our entire justice system.
Yeah, absolutely. And it really brings up a bigger question, like how much uncertainty is baked into a lot of these cases, right?
Yeah.
I mean, when you have a situation where a victim's testimony is unreliable, or like in this case, just completely unavailable,
Yeah.
it leaves everyone, the accused, the public, maybe even the victim themselves, grappling with these unanswered questions.
And a lack of, can you even have justice?
It makes you think.
Yeah, if you don't have all the answers.
What is justice in that situation? That's a tough question.
So today's deep dive
Deep dive.
really just scratched the surface
Touch the surface.
of this case and all the issues that it brings up.
Yeah.
Does this case make you think differently about the burden of proof?
It does.
About the power of a single person's testimony?
So important.
How we define justice?
Wow.
Answers, my friend, far from simple.